All right, welcome everybody to episode 161 of Game Set Live. Yes, thank you.
There we go.
Uh,
There we go.
the title of tonight's
Did he just give you the clap? Is that what I heard?
yeah, he did.
Yes,
He did. He
I
gave
did.
me the
I did.
clap.
I'll give it to you too, good sir. No worries. Welcome,
Yes.
everyone.
I have.
Welcome.
I don't know exactly what the clap is, but I'm just going to say that when I get up, I can feel the breeze going.
I thought he wiped with alcohol after, but that was just me.
Possibly. Yeah. So tonight's episode is titled Double Fine, Compulsion Games, Ninja Theory, and Undead Labs come through the fire, but they are not the same. So, yeah,
Oh,
we're
your
gonna get
best
into
work
it.
there in the title. You could have done better there.
Shut up. Oh no, actually, the title of that's the details. The actual title is the best worst case scenario.
Ah,
So,
there we go.
Yeah. So, Cerebral Paul, sir.
Yes.
What have you been playing, brother?
What have I been playing? Let's see.
That you can
I
talk
did,
about.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Of course. Of course.
Let's see. So I did some Sea of Thieves with the group that we were doing Forza with last night. To check out their new.
You
new
know, I got
system.
Sea
It's
of
actually
Thieves.
pretty
I could
cool.
have been invited. Fuck.
You can join us any Tuesday. If you want me to tell you every Tuesday what we're playing, I will. Not a problem. Let's see, what else have I been playing? World of Warcraft, and I dipped into Diablo because their new season started, and they have a new thing now where you can play solo, but it forces you to stay solo. You can't group with other people, and you cannot pick up other. You can't trade gear, so you're on your own. It's an interesting way to see how good you really are at the game. Yes.
Interesting.
Oh,
Diablo,
wow.
which Diablo? The first one?
No, Diablo 4.
Quattro.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Yes.
Ah, they cut off the online functionality in this.
Well, it's a choice. It's a choice.
Okay.
When you create your character, you can make it so he's totally independent. So you have to make it through make it through the storyline and through the season just on your own, collecting the gear you
Nice.
get. Yeah. So I mean, I created a character to do that because it's fun, it's interesting. So
Mhm.
you no longer have a choice to group with your friends and kind of power through stuff. So you really have to look at how you play the game.
Mhm.
And they added some stuff that, oh man, you even on the second heart, the second level up from the easy, is some of that stuff just as soon as it hits you, you're dead. I mean, it's like instant. It's like, okay, that's a little tough.
Oh
That's
damn.
yeah.
Okay,
That is.
okay. I'm reinstalling Diablo 4. There we go. You got me. You convinced me.
Mm.
I'm ready to lose another 5 months of my life burning for this shit. I need to buy the second expansion actually. I need to
Yeah.
get that. Like
I
it
have some
seems to be
friends.
good.
They're pushing me toward it, and I probably need to do it too.
Oh, the second expansion is actually very cool. Yeah, I bought it when it came out.
I've
Oh
heard that.
damn.
Whole new land to play in and everything. So yeah.
Do not give me spoilers. I know you got the
I'm not.
paladin
Yeah, I'm not
and the
gonna. I'm not
warlock.
gonna give you any spoilers.
Well, in the story,
Yeah.
You
He's like,
die.
what?
Eventually
Yeah,
you
you
end up
die.
because you're playing like the hardcore mode and that's it. You lose everything.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
Oh God.
that's pretty nasty. Nasty.
Doing
Mhm.
those
The
games that do
worst.
permadeath are interesting too. It's a thing, but it's a rough
State of
thing.
Decay.
Yeah. It's one of
I
the.
throw
like
my
I've always
controller
said,
across the room by losing my favorite character before.
I.
Like, ugh.
Here's the thing. Go on, Paul. Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say, yeah, I've rage quit State of Decay 2 a couple of times because of that. And because usually I lose the character not because of anything I did wrong, but because I found some glitch in the game where it's like that's not supposed to be happening. Why is he ripping my character to half? He shouldn't even be there. What the hell?
You're like,
Wow.
thank you for just jumping on me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember this is a weird one. I remember for the Wii U, Zombie U, which came out as Zombie somewhere.
Ah, shit.
It's a piece of it's and a good game, but that had that same like premise of if you had characters, they were permadeath. They would die, and you'd have to go pick up all their crap. And I was like, oh my
Yep.
god,
And I tend to steer away from permadeath games. Mostly.
yeah, it was a little crazy. It was an interesting concept, but other games have done it better. Some games though, there's I can't remember. There's a couple of games out there that if your character dies, they're dead, and the game is over, and you can't play it again. I was like, what? It's like
Yeah,
it's not
you're
many of
not-
those. Not many. There's like one or
Here-
two I think out there that did that.
Like, here's the thing: any game that you have permadeath of characters and you have to do all the management of your roster, you need to treat everything as an NFL team or an NBA team. Do not get attached to anyone because everyone can be traded. Everyone can become a free agent.
There you
Everyone
go.
can disappear, and your franchise can end up rebuilding.
Yeah.
Basically,
Don't get-
you can be the Vikings. So yeah.
You could be the Vikings.
That's
lovely.
pretty much it. Or the Chicago Cubs. I don't care. So yeah.
So, Praxis, have you played anything?
Battlefield, I've been able to get in a little bit of that, and
Ooh.
I think of all things, I jumped back in for a friend of mine, and she hasn't hopped back on with me, but Destiny 2 of all games. I was like, oh my
Okay,
god, I haven't played
nice.
this.
Let's
in
play a
forever.
game that doesn't have a future.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of games like that, actually. Sadly, there's a whole bunch like that.
Fabio, how much Halo
Yo.
have you played in 7 days?
Oh,
This week was a bit low for me on Halo. I couldn't manage to play many matches there. Oh, actually, I didn't play any of them. I played mostly just Doom the Dark Ages. I played also Tekken 8. I played Virtua Fighter, Invincible Versus, and Red. That's pretty much it.
Wow. Red, really?
Yeah, like it's a good time. Like I just continuing the playthrough where I stopped, and I ended up dying because I forgot how to dodge. And yeah,
Yeah. So what happens
These
with
things,
those
they
games
happen.
you revisit after a long time. Controls always get you.
I mean you need to you need to create brand new muscle memory there in order to remember how to properly do things.
Yes, sir.
Well, you kind of do.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's see. What have I played?
that you can talk
Um,
about.
Yeah.
We can talk about.
Okay, so look, this is really messed up, okay? I don't for so
We all know what you've been playing for
so
the
the
last 5 weeks, okay?
So the certain game that I've been playing, so they have there's a council of if you go to their website and watch some of their videos, there's a council of content creators that were invited to the studio and talk about it and everything. I forget what they call that, but they're the only ones that are allowed to show gameplay. The rest of us are under strict NDAs, which is bullshit because I would be showing this shit during my during my freaking show. I don't know if it's because they get better versions than we do, or they're the only ones that, because I'm being forced to play with other people. And all the content that I've seen online from these other people is all single player stuff, them playing by themselves. I'm being forced to play multiplayer. So, yeah.
It sounds like they're kind of controlling what can be seen, is what it is more than
Dirty
anything.
bastards.
Yeah. It's like they're playing
How dare they.
different versions.
Right.
So it's more like the single player. They pretty much got that pretty nailed down. That's why if you wanted to get into the alpha, if you wanted to be some of the first into the alpha, what you needed to do when you signed up for it was to only select multiplayer, only select PC, and don't say anything else other than I've played the other games. That was it. So I think the single player is like, I've said this before, I think it could go into early access right now. If it was on Steam, it would be in early access right now, and you'd be playing it as it's built. But I did go back and play the second State of Decay. Oh shoot! I just said I've been played. Well, if you can read between the lines, you know what I've. Yeah, I went back and played the second State of Decay, but I played it on PC so I could crank the settings, and I didn't really see a difference. Um, I was like, wow, the shadows are a little better. And other than that, it kind of feels like I'm playing on a Series X, which makes sense because State of Decay 2 did come out on the Xbox One. So, yes, it would run better on the Series X. Uh, let's see. What else? That's pretty much been it. I mean, other than I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. You know,
Of course.
I think we all still have all our digits. Yes.
I like staying up till 2 a.m. and listening to all my neighbors blow the neighborhood up. Put my
great,
dogs in
dude.
PTSD. Fuck.
Yeah. So, hit that like, share it, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps the channel out more than you know. Tomorrow the audio version goes up wherever you get your audios. Yeah. And last week there was not an audio version because my dumbass forgot to hit the record button because I was dealing with audio issues. But tonight I hit it. Actually, maybe I need to maybe I need to put another sign up here that's after check OBS outputs. It says hit the record button. Yeah.
Well, what we need to do is we need to put a live USB driven like sign up behind your head that lights up when it's live. So hey, it's working.
Well, it's not a matter of it being live. It's a matter of him having all the settings correct.
I know, but I want him to have something that helps him.
True that. So yeah, let's get going. Yeah, so it came out early Monday. Actually, some insiders were getting the news late Sunday night, but the masses found out early Monday morning the fate of 4 of the 5 studios. We know about Double Fine, we know about Compulsion Games, we know about Ninja Theory, and we know about Undead Labs. And yeah, so and Arcane Leon, they're in Europe, so they've got a system set up over there that they basically go through counseling in a time like this to see what can be changed and what they need to do so that when they do have their freedom, they don't implode. And some of it is really strange that's coming out because I heard that Tim Schafer basically got double fined for $1.
Really?
He literally sold his studio and all his IPs for $1? That's what I heard.
No, for just $1. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the rumor going around that Xbox said you're.
I mean, that's impossible because in the
No,
psychedelic.
No, it's not. Absolutely not.
For $1?
Yeah, it's not.
In order to fulfill the contract, I know people that have just to make sure that money changes hand. They've quote sold somebody a car for $1.
Oh, wait. Are we talking about Tim Schafer buying Double Fine back or selling Double Fine to Microsoft?
Buying it back.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. I first understood that he sold Double Fine to Microsoft for $1. I'm like,
Nope.
what?
By doing that, he gets it back. He gets control back, and Microsoft takes it as a tax liability.
Well, and then he takes all the debt with it too, if there's any owed, right? Yeah, so he carries all the debt. So they don't carry the debt. Yeah,
but they still take a loss. They still take a loss.
They still take a loss. So. Yes, because of the original sale.
Yes, I mean, like in theory, it would be more than $1 because they did give more for funding for the current projects, right?
Mister
That
Mister Contrary. Goddamn.
well,
No,
we
no,
don't
it's
know
ju-
about the
I get it.
details about that though. We don't know
Yeah.
about the.
Yeah. It
yeah,
sounds good
like
for a
I'm
headline.
just like I'm literally just going with what Asha Sharma shared with us. It can be true, it can be not. We don't know the details. That's
This is
clear.
true. Yes.
Just because like I first was like, okay, but Microsoft, it makes no sense for Microsoft to buy Double Fine by $1, but no, it was a contrary. Okay, that's possible. That's actually
Yeah.
possible.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they couldn't just give it back to him. They had to be some change of some money had to
An
change hands.
yeah, an
And so with the
exchange.
Oh
buck.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
And if
Like would you say that Compulsion Games was the same thing as well? $1.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
about
about.
that
I don't
No,
know
Going
about
to be
compulsion games.
it's actually wait. It's going to be $1 American, which are 5 Canadian bucks, which are
$1
10
million.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
was about to make. I was about to say. I bet they came in to Tim Schafer's sitting there, and he's like, antsing his pants. And they come in and they go, "Hey Tim, we'll give you your studio and your IPs for $1."
And knowing him, he went, "I'll buy that for $1." Yeah.
Ah,
I'll
RoboCop,
buy
love it.
that for $1.
I'd
Oh,
buy that
man.
for $1. Yeah. Lovely.
Well, they said that I've heard a lot of people say that if Tim was smart, then when Microsoft acquired Double Fine, he should have just taken all that money that they used to acquire and invested it for a day like this. Which
And
that
maybe he did.
that studio
might
was
have.
living on a prayer when Xbox picked him up.
Right.
So Compulsion Games is a little different. I don't know any of the specifics on Compulsion Games other than they're all keeping their IPs. All these studios are keeping the IPs. They're not. Nobody has to be afraid that these studios, their IPs are going to get locked in the Xbox/Microsoft vault, and we'll never see them again, like Banjo or Mech Warrior or Mech Assault.
You know, the
Yeah,
shit
they don't
that
treat 'em
EA
like
pulls, the shit that
Nintendo.
EA pulls. Yeah, the shit that
I was
EA
gonna say, don't
pulls.
treat them like Nintendo or some
I
other
mean, if you are going to give us a list of all the IPs, we are going to be here for 4 days in a row, just listing everything because they have a
right.
lot.
I was gonna say, who do you think the most ruthless is out there, dude? It's probably Nintendo. They're just about the most ruthless, dude.
I don't know. EA's pretty close though. When
EA's
I mean,
close. EA's close, but who do
I
you think
mean,
they learn from?
I don't want to say anything, but Nintendo just released
Uh,
a brand new Star Fox, so like that's.
Did you get a free copy or something? A
I
review?
mean, speaking
have-
of which, no, just no.
Why don't you check out my review of Star Fox?
Have you all seen the Laura Fryer video that's floating around?
No.
I no, I don't watch her shit because she. Well, because she hadn't been around for many years, and she always comes across like she's got sour grapes about that situation still. You know, so
Who?
it's like
I
yeah.
mean, I mean, it feels a bit like Mikey
She's a-
Buck has a bitter ex. Like
She's a caging runt. What?
Yeah. I mean,
that
yeah,
too.
just because I've watched some of her stuff and it's like she comes across like a bitter ex.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Who is it
So-
again? Say her name. Say it again.
Laura Fryer.
Okay. Wow.
She was part of the old Xbox team.
Yeah, you're not,
She-
ringing any bells. Sorry, apologize.
She did a video. Well, Destin, who I respect.
Or whatever.
Yeah, Dustin Legary. I respect Destin. He's a straight shooter, and he covered Laura's video, and Laura actually made some sense because there is a fine line, a balance there between you can't just let like Microsoft took the hands-off approach. They were like, we're just gonna let you all be as creative as you all want to be, and then we'll see what you got and we'll put it out. And in the case of Double Fine, they let that happen for so long. The Double Fine had 2 games that didn't sell anything. uh, Kilm had a peak of 168 players on Steam. And there was actually a cut in her video where there's an interview with Double Fine, and they're talking with this lady, and the lady says, my boss basically told me, he's like, oh, here, take this idea right here, and go. Basically telling her to go pitch something to Microsoft that they knew they were never going to approve. And then she kind of giggles, and when she was like, I told them about this, and they greenlit it. So,
No, no, no.
Well,
Actually, the keeper story is almost like that, but not exactly. Like it was, Lee Patty was actually, which was the main director for Keeper. His intention was like, now that we are part of Microsoft and we don't have to spend time and worry about making pitches across the world in order to have someone approving and publishing the thing, let me try to 100% focus on arts. Let me try to make the most unpitchable idea ever.
see, I don't like
And
that.
like,
No, hang on. I don't like that unpitchable thing because the way both of these ideas came about is Double Fine. They would have table meetings and they would pitch ideas to each other and then choose which one to fire at. That's how Kiln
uh,
came to be.
no. Kiln was a product of Amnesia Fortnite. Yes, that is correct. Amnesia Fortnite 2017. That is correct. They've been working on Kiln since 2019, according to developer that made the original pitch at that Amnesia Fortnite edition. But Keeper, I don't think Keeper was part of Amnesia Fortnite. I think it was just probably just an idea
Well,
from
they
Lee
they, they also
Patty at
they
the
do it they
time.
do it outside of those official events too. I
Yes,
mean,
they do. They
yeah,
do.
I mean that studio was run totally different because of Schaefer. Yeah.
No. I said when I said about the unpitchable thing, that's like that's Lee Patty's own words actually. He said, "What's the idea that you can be sure that no other publisher would approve this."
yeah, I feel like it was a lot. So, what was the last thing? What was the last good game we got from Compulsion? We happy for you?
No, South of Midnight is a good game. What the fuck are you talking about?
I
Okay,
prefer South of Midnight to We Happy Few. I didn't. I tried to play We Happy Few, and after a while, I
I
was like,
played We Happy Few, and
"Yeah,
I
it's not
thought it
for me."
was. I loved it. I mean, the
You're crazy.
whole.
You're
No,
crazy.
listen, the
He's happy.
whole like that
He's
very
happy actually.
Fucking
that
insane.
one of those
Okay, go ahead.
opening scenes where they're all standing there and they're eating rats,
We happy
but they're
spew.
taking these pills that make them that make them see that they're eating like a luscious banquet
Candy.
of
No,
delicious
no.
food.
It is candy from a piñata that they
Oh,
say.
it's laced with LSD. Excellent stuff.
So it is, but it's actually like the guts from a dead rat that he
Ooh.
just exploded there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I thought We Happy Few was really cool. It's a cool premise.
It is a good
I
premise.
like
It is a
South of
good game.
Midnight too, but I felt like South of Midnight did one thing that I didn't really agree with because it was almost like mind manipulation because I hate those games that they South of Midnight it laid heavily on her past experiences, and I kind of feel like we're being manipulated because I'm being set up to think a certain way about her situation. I don't like the ones that keep flashing back to the past because yeah, everybody comes out of the game feeling the same way, and I feel like kind of like a game should be like kind of like the Bible for you religious folks.
Yeah.
You should everybody like 10 people could read a passage, and
Your
seven
answer
of
on
them,
Judgment Day, son. You just
Right.
opened up a can of worms.
seven
But
of
but
them,
but but,
seven of them will get a different thing out of it.
but that whole game, the story was based on old tales from that part
About
of the country.
healing.
Huh?
It's based on old tales that have been passed down through generations from from that part of the country, the Cajun, the Cajun French, the Bayou.
From them people down
Yeah,
there.
Down
So
in
so
the bayou.
From them Cajun.
it wasn't stuff they made up for the game. They actually drew
Yeah.
from the old legends and the old stories.
Yeah. From the
Right,
old
right.
tales, basically.
The
Yeah.
gameplay and the interactions were that way, but you kept going back to her past, which puts
no,
you in
not
her
her,
mindset.
not her past, other people's past. You see the story of a fucking gigantic alligator in that.
But anyway, yeah. I mean,
He's
I
like,
had no. I mean, I
I'm
didn't
just
have
doing
a
the
big.
best, you know.
I didn't have a huge issue with South of Midnight, but I only played half the game. I didn't finish it.
I only played half the game because I got stuck because of, again, lack of accessibility. But that's a whole other
Oh,
thing. And now, if you want to get into that part of the subject for tonight, talking about Microsoft, yeah, that's a whole nother thing that you may not have on your panel
on
for
your
tonight,
agenda.
on your agenda.
On-
But a lot of news has come out about that. But
Didn't
go
have
ahead.
that on his bingo card today.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
okay.
No,
We can
go
put that
ahead.
on there.
Bring it in there,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Let's
Come on.
Apparently, they when they skimmed things down, they skimmed a whole lot of the accessibility
Accessibility.
side. Yeah, including a few of the leads
Great.
and stuff.
Oh,
So you're going from Microsoft was leading in accessibility. They were kind of taking the charge ever since 2019
yeah.
to now they've cut that staff back, including people I know, a
Oh,
few that I've
shit.
actually dealt with. Um, that posted the other day, yeah, I'm part of the layoffs. I'm like, oh crap, it's like, so that now their official statement is we're still going to focus on accessibility, blah blah blah. But
Way less because it's not
but
cool anymore.
well, because they I know that they apparently they've laid off some of the people that were in charge of, I don't know if you know, that they had the accessibility training, and they have parts of their campus was set up so they would bring people in. I was supposed to be one of those people back in 2020, but we know what happened there. So, um, and to go over and how things work, and the lady who helped develop the accessibility joystick, the one-handed stick, she's gone. So we don't know what they're going to do, but yeah, they took a little bit of a switch to the whole accessibility thing. It's going to be interesting to see if they still manage to focus on it. I'm thinking they're going to focus on it more on the software side than the hardware side now. They're gonna really lean into the developers to do their part. So
Mm.
it's kind of a bad thing, and it's not just for me, but we're also talking about how it affects blind players and how it affects hard of hearing and deaf players,
Mm-hmm.
and those with like our friend Clowns. He got narcolepsy, so his short-term memory is shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
which means when you're playing a game,
You can't remember everything that's going on.
you can't remember everything that's going on. You can't remember where you've been or where you're going
Hmm.
sometimes, and they depend a
So,
lot on map markers and the little tracer thing to tell you exactly where to go, type of shit. You know,
It'd be. I was gonna say for accessibility, it almost sounds
oh,
like they need something to like highlight to like a hint thing for
yeah,
accessibility. Say, hey, what am I supposed to do next? Hey, what's next on the agenda? And have it
yep,
come up
yep.
for
And
accessibility. Now, a lot of
well,
game
they
makers get
have,
mad
yeah,
about that, which is hilarious to me. It's
yeah.
like, who cares?
Just like if you look at some
Pretty,
games, they let you go back and they do a what they let you review what was said,
Yeah,
what the conversation was.
and so you can
That's about
Yeah.
that's about accessibility. That's not
Mm-hmm.
about just
I
so
mean,
you can go back and read
Yeah.
it. That's about accessibility. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
that's what that
pretty,
was about. Yeah.
pretty much this next phase of accessibility for Microsoft and
Yeah.
Xbox is going to be
Yeah.
we added subtitles on your own language for
That's
you
how it all
people that
started.
don't
Yeah,
speak
that's
in
how it
English.
started.
That's just it.
One thing we've been asking for things like uh s- for like the games that you played where you said you went back after a long time and you had to remember how to play, that
Hmm.
they give you you haven't played this for a long time, let's go through this and we'll go through the basics, because I do that manually for a game like Baldur's Gate or even Skyrim or any of those games. I will go back and start a fresh character, just long enough to remember, oh, that's how this works, and then go back to my main save, so that
mm.
I'm not getting myself into a bad situation by damn, where's that button? Where's that button? Oh shit, dead. You know. Yeah. So
Somebody hit
yeah,
the button.
yeah. Frank hit the button. Uh, for you
S-
MST3K fans, yeah,
Hold
hit
the
the
lever,
button,
Kronk.
Frank.
s-
Yeah. So
So
yeah, that's where we're at. So we know accessibility took a hit. We don't know. Remember, this was only the first half. So over the next 12 months, there's going to be more layoffs. We know that.
yeah,
So,
Shit.
because we've already seen 1,600 of the 32 that's going to happen.
yep.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine working in that situation going, am I going to get a notice tomorrow that I'm no longer got a job? And doing that for the next 12 months.
Well, I don't. So trimming the fat doesn't mean key positions or even like next in line key positions. So
Well,
if
I
you're
mean, they talk about flattening though. So we know a lot of it is executive positions.
yes. So another thing that I want to get into was apparently it came out in Asha Sharma's who is extremely transparent. She takes memos that she is sending and puts them on Twitter for everybody to read, which which is kind of cool. I mean, we got a roundabout transparency, but this is literally company discourse that is being put out there for everybody to read, and we come to find out that a lot of the problem with Xbox and their studios is that some studios were going through 10 to 13 levels of management before they got approval to do anything. Which, from a creative standpoint, that really sucks. I mean, if you got an
Yeah.
idea, it's like, hey, mention this to the boss. But with them, it was like, hey, mention this to such and such so they can tell such and such so that that can get to
Mm.
such and then you get, yeah. That's just crazy.
Well,
And you should
well,
never go through that many levels.
well, and it's not just that. It's everything. It goes from design and advertising. Okay, you're going to design this. Okay, we need to talk to these two people and make sure that design's going to meet a certain criteria. And then okay, that's going to design going to be okay, but we need to make sure this because even like when they add those badges that you have on your account,
Yeah, go ahead.
they go through multiple layers just to get those
I
badges
needed
added.
my
I
stinking
shit you
badges.
not. I shit you not. Those badges go through multiple layers just to go, hey, can we put that on so we can add that? You
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
and,
And
and
with, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's why she said, you know, they want to go 3 to 4 at the most. That's a major cut. That's a whole lot of layers that are going. Nah, we need to make sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Her
now
her exact
that is gonna hold more people very accountable because then if something goes tits up, you only got 4 people to look at
she
instead of
did
I mean, this issue has been a problem in Microsoft across its entire structure. You can see on the Power On documentary during the Xbox 20th anniversary that Seamus Blackley and Kevin Backus they both said that our first big battle was to figure out how to talk and discover who to talk across the Microsoft system in order for us to properly pitch the idea to making a video game system. Because at the time, what they were actually doing, since they had no idea how the structure worked, they were knocking on everyone's office and say, "Hey, would you be interested in listening to this pitch?" Until the moment someone guided them to add
That's
freeze.
because they honestly didn't know who. I mean, at that time, they honestly didn't know where
Yes.
it would go. So
No, but like there was.
but see, this whole thing with the layers and layers and layers. Trust me, Microsoft is not the only corporation that has
Oh
these
yeah,
kind
for
of
sure.
situations. You know, this is
Oh
not
yeah,
a
I have no
Microsoft
doubt
specific
about it.
problem. No, this is
No, no, I never said it was a Microsoft specific problem. I'm just saying that we would consider that since this is something that slowed down so much many things across the since the original Xbox, we could try to hope and imagine that they kind of learned their lessons across the years in order to have a better and more manageable system because if you are just diffusing more and more, having more people, more blocks on your way, you are kind of going to have this situation where, oh, have you seen this game was a big failure? It was full of bugs. Okay, so I never heard of this game. What was the pitch? Oh, it was from this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. You know, like that was the situation we had with Redfall. Bethesda was really hoping for them to cancel the project, but like it just went to death into deaf ears, and whoever was on the top of the criteria at Bethesda, Pete Hines, I don't know, said no, keep doing that shit, and that's it.
Yep. You had people that didn't even want to do the game.
Ooh,
I mean,
We got some
Echo.
echo.
we do have some echo. It's gone now, though.
Yep.
The ghost in the machine has subsided.
I don't know what that was, but I'm glad it's gone.
There,
Is it going up?
it's really weird because, I mean, to my knowledge, Compulsion and Double Fine, they were given their independence. Very reasonable release and an exit from Xbox Game Studios, but this the Ninja Theory and the Undead Labs is where I start to scratch my head a little bit because, okay, let's think about Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory, so we know that they're working on, let's call it Hellblade 3, but it's basically just going to be Sinuant. We know it looks like it's going to be more action packed. It's going to be more of a kind of a, it almost looks like a Souls game on a much easier tier and much smaller. Like you're not facing these huge bosses and stuff like that. But it looks like one of those type of games where instead of it being like a total mind trap and going from one to another encounter, it looks more like a streamlined kind of, almost like Rise Son of Rome was. So we know that that was shown at the showcase in hopes of finding a buyer. So I don't think they're very far into the development of that game. But what we're hearing is that Microsoft is selling them with the capital to finish that development, which is good for Ninja Theory because Ninja Theory, we know that their buyer only wants them primarily for their mocap. So it's very possible that Sinuant will be the last game we see developed by Ninja Theory if they're turned into a complete mocap investment by their parent company, whoever that is. We still don't know the companies that are buying these two studios. And the same with Undead Labs. So Microsoft and Xbox have already paid for 80% of the development of State of Decay 3, and they're selling them to their new buyer with the rest of the capital they need to finish their game. And if you follow Sunny Games, I follow Sunny Games because he's part of the council that I was talking about earlier. He is on that council for that game that I've been playing. And so I'll watch a lot of his content because he knows things I don't know because he's been to the studio. He says that the rumor right now for the buyer of Undead Labs, he's very concerned about this studio. Like the best thing about State of Decay 2 is after the game released, that studio every month was doing a live stream with the community. You're getting free updates. I think they ended with 36 updates or something, and it was really cool. And you didn't have to buy any of those. You had to pay anything for those updates. They were just given to you. He says this is probably not going to happen with this new buyer. This new buyer is going to make you pay for everything, and we're not sure whether or not the buyer that is getting Undead Labs is going to give them the freedom that
Oh,
Microsoft gave
Oh
them to
shit,
do
it's
with.
it,
EA. Oh
no, no,
fuck.
no, no,
That's
no.
the rumor.
I'm
Is
thinking
EA?
it could also be Embracer or Tencent because they operate that way as well.
Yeah.
How bizarre would it be? On the labs, welcome to the EA Sports team. You are going to be
No,
doing Madden now. Ha! No, just
Yeah. So, but it is. It's kind of odd that there. It's almost like a good like a goodwill showing that
yep,
we're gonna fund these titles. And
yep.
from what I
Well,
hear,
because
there's no
you know,
guarantee these games are
yeah,
going to be on Game Pass. You still,
no,
because of these buyers, you still may have to buy these games.
maybe, maybe not. Depends on how the with the because if they paid them the rest of the development, that may have been part of the deal. So we'll see what happens there.
yeah,
But
I imagine
but
so.
but but
Actually,
if it's Embracer or Tencent, remember that's a make it or break it deal. If they don't make Tencent or Embracer money, they'll be gone next year. So and
Yeah.
those guys are investment firms. If they ain't making money, they are not keeping you. We've seen that over and over again the last few years. So
So I do want to straighten out one thing. Last week on last week's episode, I said that State of Decay 3 was was the highest the highest Xbox Game Studios game wish listed on Steam. That is incorrect. It's the highest followed game. There's people, you can either
yeah,
follow it, you can wish list it. It's the highest followed franchise in Xbox Game Studios. Not the highest wish listed, but there are 900,000 people following the development of and the release and any news they can get on Steam about State of Decay 3. So there's oh
not an Xbox
yeah.
franchise anymore.
I don't know. It's just all it's just all strange. I mean, how many uh publishing heads release studios with the capital to finish their games? That's just that's weird. It's almost like, hey, yo, we fucked up, but here, finish what we've almost paid all of.
again,
I
it's
mean,
they're gonna get it back in capital gains, dude. It's a tax game.
I mean, it makes me happy. The game's it's gonna live. I'm
Yeah.
gonna actually get to play the finished product.
Thank God.
Yeah.
hmm hmm
Oh man.
It's going to be interesting to watch these studios over the next few years. Those that were given their independence, will they survive? Because some of them, like you said, with Double Fine, they were on their they were on their last leg when they got picked up, and and they make very niche games, really. Even though
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the kiln more than I do Keeper. I tried to play Keeper. That's just not my style of game. But that's not because it's a bad game. It's just not my style of game. I know other people that have
hmm
played Keeper and thought it was a shitload of fun. Just like
The
I play,
noise is
just like
actually good.
I play Kiln, and I think Kiln's a lot of fun, especially if you're
hmm
playing with a group of people you know. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
But a lot of people don't like Kiln. A lot of people, I'd say it, they're also just not giving Kiln a chance because it sounds stupid. I'm gonna go back and play Fortnite. Well, it's the same fucking thing. You know,
Oh yeah.
So,
it's just that
what's if you
Kiln
call
I
is more
think
something a
fun.
MOBA, what is that?
Uh, uh,
multiplayer online battle arenas such as Dota, such as League of Legends.
right.
Smite. Smite is like one of the biggest
Smite
ones.
is my
Yeah.
actually it was my favorite among those actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So apparently, Kilm is a MOBA, but they didn't want to advertise it as that.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, it basically is. Basically it's an arena fighter. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
What is Dota?
Dota?
These
Seriously?
acronyms confuse me. What is Dota?
The Defense of the Ancients, which was actually an IP owned by Blizzard until the moment that which was created during the Warcraft 3 days until the moment a modder made a custom game which was the original Dota, and then the guy was called the nickname was Ice Frog, and then Valve got interested in that and they m- made a trademark. They worked with Ice Frog. They developed the game, and then there was a big legal battle between Valve and Blizzard at the time, until the moment where Blizzard apparently both parties had a consensus in this, and Dota became a Valve IP. But like they just had no idea how much money they would be they would be losing in this, because Dota ended up becoming a phenomenon so big that ended up being the inspiration for many other MOBAs to come, such as League of Legends.
And that has been the Fabio Encyclopedia of Gaming moment for tonight's episode of GameStat Live.
I mean, am I wrong? Did I mention anything wrong here? I
Hmm?
might not have said
You
as
mentioned a lot of
organized
shit
as
I
I
didn't even
could be.
know.
No, nobody said it was. You know that if you're wrong, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm
He's
not
yeah,
gonna
no, you
fluff
didn't
it
say
I
up.
anything wrong.
appreciate
It was
and
perfect.
I
It
appreciate
was wonderful.
I appreciate that
He's
actually.
going to call you out, and we're going to have another one of those awkward moments.
It was beautiful. I loved
It
it.
was beautiful. Man, fuck you.
It was
Thank you.
beautiful.
Do it again.
Can I? I'm about to shed a tear because it was so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm so emotional.
Oh my god.
Again. Oh, okay. So now, okay. So now, let me say everything again from the top, but in French. Just
Well,
Merde.
do it in Portuguese and French at the same
Oh
time. Just
God.
kind of mix it up.
Every other word, French and then Portuguese, back and forth. Back and forth. Do it.
Mm.
No. Please don't. Thank you.
Ei, meus amigos, Dora é um jogo muito legal.
Oh my God, that's so
Oh,
beautiful. Such a great
uh,
person, man.
it sounds
Sounds
like he swallowed. It
disgusting.
sounded
Gotta
like he
stop-
just swallowed his tongue. I'm not
We
sure.
gotta start
Yeah.
fucking paying this guy. Swear to God.
I mean, I actually ended up making a mix of Portuguese from Portugal here. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh
goodness.
fuck. I don't know French. Leave me alone.
I mean, I don't know. I still play State of Decay 2 to this day. So, and I enjoy it. So, because it's a sandbox game. It's one of those games that stands on its own. The only thing that worries me about 3 is that 2 will live on forever because 2 is peer to peer. 20 years from now, if you have the compatible hardware and your friend on the other side of the country does, you can start up a peer to peer server on your console and you all can play the game together. From what we're hearing, State of Decay 3 though will be server based, which is why there is no tethering. I can confirm that there is no tethering in the game. I've been with some multiplayer individuals that we were on completely opposite sides of the map, and when somebody screams for help
Yeah.
from 25
Yeah.
miles away, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
See,
I
and
can't
that's
help
the-
you.
and that's the only downside I see to no tethering in that game, because sometimes you are all of a sudden in a ass over your head, and it's like, and like you said, the guy's way over on the other side of the map, and you're fucked at that point. It's like, at least with the
Oh.
tether, you knew you could stretch apart and he would be snapped to you. It's like,
Or because of the tether, you were close enough to just run over and help.
yep.
May take you a minute, but you make it, hopefully if you're running towards each other, you can take the people out behind him in a crossfire. Yeah. So three's days may be numbered. Depends on its initial splash to the gamers. Hopefully they love it as much as I have. Yeah.
I mean, weren't you supposed to not mention that you played that, and now you're just openly saying that yes, you did play?
Well, I don't know.
You fucked up right there.
I
You
haven't
just fucked up
I
right
haven't
there.
read the entire NDA. I definitely can't put it on my YouTube channel.
I
can't
mean,
do
are
that.
are we doing this on where then? Your Facebook or your YouTube channel? God damn it!
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember because because some games so that you can't stream it, but you can capture video, and you can. They did that for
Ah,
actually
you can.
for Assassin's Creed that's coming out tomorrow. They
Mm,
did that. You could capture video for your reviews, and you could capture screenshots, but you could not stream it until
okay.
the embargo lifts. So
Okay, so pretty much you can say you played it, but you can't show any gameplay of it.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know why then all the secrecy in saying
Well,
this game
because
which I've been playing and that you nobody knows.
Oh, everybody knew because he talks about it every week.
Yes, exactly. Like I loved
Mm.
literally the message that he sent to the
I know.
group.
I saw that and I was like,
I'm getting
it's like,
this.
dude, you've been talking about that game for like the last month that you've been playing it. So no, we
that's
know what
why
you're
my
talking
wife. That's
about.
why my wife doesn't
Eh,
tell me secrets. She knows I'm
yeah.
horrible.
You're terrible. Jesus.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing. I'm saying this. Like I have been under an NDA for the last 5 weeks. There, I said it. I can't tell you what I have had the opportunity to play, but it is rumored to be on the proverbial chopping block. And we,
Oh.
the playtesting community, haven't
Yeah.
heard anything.
So now you're going,
A-
oh, shit.
and then like I
What, dude? I was
right
talking.
after
Hey! I was talking about
right
Senua.
after right after I said good to see that you got to play a bit of State of Decay. I didn't say that. Oh sure you didn't.
I've been playing. No, it's been Senua. It's been Senua. I've been playing Senua.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
No way.
so the Avowed Xbox has reportedly canceled the Avowed sequel and shifted everybody at Obsidian to capitalize on the phenom that is now Fallout.
Yeah, only 3 years
Yes,
too late. But hey, whatever.
it is. It's 3 years too late.
Indeed.
I mean,
I mean,
day
I
no
mean
matter
late,
what
I
oh
they
mean
short.
no matter when it comes out, Fallout will do great. But yeah, they didn't capitalize on the release of the series and all that stuff at
yeah
all.
like
You know, they-
but like this is a match made in heaven because it's Fallout, it's Obsidian. Josh Sawyer is going to be directing the game. He knows the stuff. He worked really well on New Vegas.
well, I'm
Yes.
thinking that a lot of this Fallout stuff, as far as like a lot of the development's already been done. It's just going to be a matter of now. It's got to be a matter of getting it like, getting everything laid into place. You know, a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
pre-production stuff's already in place because it'd be stupid not to. Just like they know what they're going to be doing with the next mainline Fallout,
Yep.
or the next mainline um, Skyrim, or that whole world there. You know,
There's also talk that not only has of the Avowed 2 resources been pulled to a Fallout game, but also the Fallout not New Vegas, Fallout 76. A lot of those
Has been
resources
pulled.
have been pulled to work with Obsidian. Basically, we're looking at Bethesda right now being the house of only Fallout and Elder Scrolls,
Uh,
and Xbox is pushing to get them finished, to get them done. So
would you
Hmm.
be saying? Would you be talking about Bethesda Studios or the publisher Bethesda?
but
it
the
would
studio,
be
the
yeah, the
studio is working
studio.
on
Bethesda
it too.
Studio. Okay,
Yes.
fair enough. No, it's just because they also, if it in terms of the entirety of ZeniMax, like then they
Yeah,
will be mentioned as well Doom, as well as Quake, as well as Wolfenstein, and that's it.
yeah.
Well, you
No,
just
they just
named a lot of IPs that we're hearing are the only IPs Xbox cares about right now, which
yep
is
Yep.
Doom,
the big
Quake,
name IPs.
Wolfenstein, Fallout, Halo, and
I've been screaming for an updated Quake for a long time. I love Quake. I always liked Quake in the 90s better than I liked Doom. I enjoyed Quake a lot more. N-
I'm just a bit
n-
worried
the, the,
about
them
the
not
future
them
of
the,
those franchises.
them 9-inch nails, bitches.
I
Come
was
on,
about to
man,
say the
think big.
9-inch nails gun. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I'm just really curious about what is going to be the future of those franchises because we also ended up having, in terms of layoffs, we also ended up having um re- some reports saying that 136 people, developers from each software were laid off,
Yep.
and a huge majority of them were people that know how to work with id Tech. So like
See, you mentioned that, but
I'm
id Tech is
I don't
basically C.
know.
It's C plus plus, dude. Trust me. And it's not like those guys that have been working there for years that are still there that they were like, oh, you don't need to show us none of that shit. No, no, we're good. You know. Um. So
It's just
I
go
think it's
go
going to
on.
be fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
No,
Also, from
um,
what I saw, some of the names that got laid off were, I've been there for 45 years. So you're talking about guys that are 55, 60 years
for
old. It's like
45 years.
no, one of
I've
the
been
guys
there.
actually said that he's been there for 40 years. Like, dude,
Holy shit.
retire.
Mhm,
Jesus.
mhm.
No, it's just because like I think that this is kind of like a wasted opportunity because I understand what you're trying to say in terms of tech is C++, but it is still a good engine that Xbox owns fully, completely. So like, are you would they be trying to say that, oh yeah, drop everything from tech, we're not using that anymore for any of our other games, and we are just going to be doing Unreal Engine all the
uh,
time?
again,
Ugh.
not necessarily because C++ is still one of the most common backgrounds of most programmers. Most
Mm-hmm.
programmers, even if they use Unreal Engine or Python or anything else, have a background,
Mm-hmm.
a core knowledge of C++.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of the step languages. That's one that teaches you about how to build in the other engines, how to do it right. So
Mm-hmm.
they won't be lacking for people who know how to use it. So and
I
again,
hope.
the other thing I was thinking about too, a lot of these people that they cut off that have been there forever, you know what it means it does for their payroll? Because I can guarantee you those people are making bank, or at least better bank than some of the newer people they kept.
The best is bank. Bestest.
So they probably cut their payroll by quite a bit,
Lots of money.
uh, by
I,
by
I
losing
mean,
the guys that have been there for 40 years that
So
making
much
mhm.
more money.
I will really hope so, Paul. Like, I will truly hope
Uh,
for them to
by the way, if
like,
anybody
okay.
hears this and goes, he sounds like trust me, dude, I get it. It sucks for them, but I'm looking at it from
Mm-hmm.
purely from a business standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
From
No,
that
no.
cold-hearted, black-hearted, you know, tough as nails. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, for the
So
company to survive, we need to make these changes.
No, no,
And,
like
and
you can be sure no one here in this podcast, no members present or not present, are going to like say that we are in favor of people
Praxis
losing
is
their jobs.
he's sending me messages right now calling me a prick.
Well, you
Yeah,
are. I mean, you
telling me
know
I'm an
this. It's
asshole. Yeah.
fucking cocksucker. I'm sorry.
Thember just said in our chat he absolutely loves the fact that people are losing their jobs.
Oh,
Yeah,
Uh,
lose
see, I
jobs.
I
No,
see. I don't
actually
like
he's
that.
actually he's not, but I'm trying to get some sort of reaction out of him so I know he's still there.
I mean, for fuck's sake, what the hell? Oh, but you dumb bitch.
Hey.
Okay,
Damn!
but like
Yeah.
but like I would actually hope so, Paul, that yeah, it's going to be fine, and that we're not going to be seeing any sort of issues with the future installations of Doom or Quake in any moments. Like, I really hope that they know what they are doing for sure, because like
Okay, and
it's
let
been
me
like
also let me throw this out there for everybody. If you're worried
sure,
about
sure.
Doom, if you're worried about the future of Doom, the DLC dropped today or yesterday.
Yes.
And if you
No,
haven't
no,
played
it
it
was
yet,
yesterday.
I hear it's
Yesterday.
I hear it's really tough. So go grab that shit, okay?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, for sure, for sure. No, no, and Doom: The Dark Ages is a good game. It's a really good
See,
game.
I
I'm
love
playing it
that.
right now.
I love that. There's a bunch of like I get they got to be younger people going. Well, Doom: The Dark Ages kind of sucked because it was a slower game and it wasn't like the. And I'm like, you mean it was like the original Doom, basically? Because those of us who played Doom in 1993, you know, we
Mm-hmm.
know what it was like. And Doom: The Dark Ages is much closer to the original Doom than anything we've had since.
And Doom Eternal.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but like it's just because non-stop my feed on Twitter is like, oh, it's software, it's so sad. They died. They didn't deserve that. I'm like, ah, shit. Please, let's hope that that this studio is going to be fine and the IP is going to be fine as well. Hopefully, but like, let's just enjoy, please, the damn DLC for the game that just released. I know it's a bittersweet feeling because it is from a lot of people that are not going to be working there right now because they got laid off. But still, try to celebrate their work, which is awesome. The game is really good, and I'm hearing really good stuff from the DLC.
Yes, so am I. Um,
This is good.
I
it's
just need
very
to
good.
I just need to finish the goddamn campaign,
That's all.
You
and
do
then I'll
because
be
this
hopped
game
on
is
that.
this DLC is almost the size of that campaign.
Yes,
You
that's
can't
what I hope
scare me.
so.
My backlog is bigger than your threat. It's much
Oh,
bigger.
You can go on a
wow.
diet and work that out, but you know.
Nah, they ain't gonna fucking.
Dude,
It
that
ain't gonna
chair
work.
behind you had
Ain't
to be
gonna
picked
fucking
out by
work.
your wife. It wasn't picked out by you.
I mean, that's
I picked that
literally.
motherfucker out, dude. That fucking chair. I picked that fucker out.
I mean, my backlog is the reason why I didn't finish the Doom: The Dark Ages the moment it came out.
I picked that chair out for my wife. Just let me clarify.
Okay.
It's my wife's chair.
Wow.
I like her sitting in here with me. There's a TV next to me. She sits and watches it. I plays
Oh,
games. Okay, okay. If you
Wait,
got to be a
that's
bitch
wait a
so
about it,
sweet.
there now you know.
okay, wait a
Oh.
second, wait a second.
She sits back
You
there to
have a
make sure he's not
wife?
surf.
No, just
She sits back there to make sure he's not surfing porn or nothing. She can see his screen.
Oh yeah, she with fucking everybody in this room and half of my fucking neighborhood can see my goddamn screen. It's 40 fucking 5 inches. Downstairs, the kids are watching me watch porn. Like, can you turn it to the next one? I can't see the dick.
So
Sorry.
Somebody death happened on your window and you're on the second
so
floor.
to end
You're like,
to
crap.
end the whole Xbox
Sign into
reset
me. Like,
discussion, nothing died and nobody died. But what happens to these studios either on their own because of their own choices or because of their new buyers is yet to be seen. And from what I'm hearing
determined,
about
yeah.
Undead Labs, there is reason to be cautious. I don't know anything about Senua will probably be a one-off deal, and we don't know if we'll ever get anything from them game related again because they're being bought for their mocap. Compulsion and Double Fine, these two studios they were dependent on their acquisitions by Xbox for the continued life of the studios. I don't have a lot of faith in those two studios. I hate to say that, but I just feel like Tim Schafer seems to me like a dude that really lives beyond his means. Their studio really lives beyond its means. Yes, they have passion projects that aren't they're not really mainstream, and it doesn't sound like they're going to be able, if they continue on their current path, you're not gonna fund a studio and keep people employed making games like Keeper and Kill. You need to start dropping like Psychonauts spinoffs, Psychonauts 3. You need to really
Or just branch out and use some older games, but that would mean he'd
yeah,
have to be tied to Lucasfilm. In my opinion, they probably should do
really
that.
embrace your
you already
strengths.
They kind of already did that because they made the Full Throttle, Day of the Tentacle, and Green Fandango remasters.
Yes, they did. They
Oh,
did. But that's just remasters. I'm talking new stuff, like make
Well,
a new game.
and
Yeah,
since Lucas Games has gone back into the game side as of
true.
what 2 years ago,
Hmm.
I think they announced that it'd be a
Lucasfilm,
good
yes.
it'd be a good time for them to reach back out and go, hey, we can do because the 50th Star Wars anniversary is next year. We know we have a lot of Star Wars stuff coming
Oh
out.
my gosh, that would
don't
be
remind
awesome
me
if they
that
would do a
that means
Star
I'm
Wars game
50.
like
Yeah,
that. That'd be
Damn.
great. They've done an Indiana Jones game before. They've done a
yeah,
couple of them, I think.
yeah. They
I don't
did.
want to be 50.
Shut
I'm
up.
just
I'm
imagine.
So that,
fucking. I'm
dude,
turning
I'm
51
gonna,
next week, asshole.
I'm turning 60. Why do you think I know it's their fucking 50th anniversary? I was
See,
10 when
that's
those
of
shits
course.
came
I
out.
was there. I was there.
I
The
was there.
foundation of it all.
Oh, sorry.
I
I
was
was
there.
born.
I didn't see it until July, but I did see it in the theaters.
Yes.
So, and
All right.
to this day, I remember watching that ship come over from, enter the screen from below and go across, and I just thought it was amazing, and it's still that I think that for that scene alone is why I'm a Star Wars fan. It's like,
Oh, I was my parents took me, they took me to it when I was a baby because I was born in 75. So I was 2 years old when that came out. Well, I was a little short of 2 years old, but I still have a memory of sitting on the hood of the car with a little speaker at a drive-in and my parents watching it on the screen. And the only scene I remember from that moment was when Luke and Leia swung across the
yeah.
bridge in the Death Star. That's the only thing I remember when I was a little kid, and that stuck out to me. But I still remembered seeing it at the drive-in as a kid. So yeah, I was a little
So,
kid.
so your parents were inside the car watching a movie. They had you sitting on the hood, going, "Yeah, it'll
No,
be
my
fun."
mom and dad were sitting on the. It was an old
Oh.
Vega. It was an old Chevy Vega,
Oh,
and
okay,
the
yeah.
and the box sat on the
Yeah.
window of the car, and so yeah,
Right.
they watched it that way, and so yeah.
Trust me, I know what drive-ins were
Oh,
like back then. I've been to a
the old
few.
yeah, the old drive-ins with the single speaker before you
Yeah.
had the radio tune
That
in.
always sounded really like somebody was crinkling paper in it the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was terrible. It was fucking terrible. Even I remembered as a kid, we went back a few times, and I'm like, "This is what we're listening to? Why are we in the regular theater? This sucks."
But it was actually worse when they did the whole low level transmitter for your FM channel. So you put on like 88.6 to listen to the movie.
Oh, when
I
they
actually
first did it?
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it
I
was
was
pretty
like,
bad.
oh.
Yeah, later on they made it really good, but yeah, it might as well be AM. It's like, what the
So-
fuck am I tuning into?
I will say one more thing that relates to this Xbox reset. Or I
Yes.
should say reset, because everywhere you see the word reset in these write-ups, it's always in quotations. But what they need to, the biggest thing, they need to get market share back. So they need to eat the cost. You've been eating cost of these studios for so long. Now for at least 6 months, eat the cost of the console. The
Oh,
increase in
I want to mention something here real quick. Sorry. I seen some posts that people are going, I can't believe, it's been reported that they were using the proceeds from Minecraft to bankroll some of the other things. I'm like, that's how business works.
Yeah,
You know,
Yes.
you take
use
where
money
the
from here to
comes
go
in.
there.
Yeah, that's how business works. Hell, for those that are involved, you know that if you're involved in high school sports, that's how they work too. Especially if you're in a football town, right? KY, you know about football towns. The
yes.
football team usually
I'm in
have
a football state.
but they usually have the biggest they make the most money at their games and stuff, and
Yeah.
they help fund the other sports, the smaller sports that don't get the fandom,
Yeah.
that don't get the snack bar sales. That's just the way it works.
Soccer and softball are not funding
Yeah.
the athletic department at the University of Louisville. Trust me, it
No.
is their basketball and their football program.
Yep. And
The
same
ones
high
with the big
school,
stadiums.
high school football on a good high school football team. They make the bank, and they pay for all those other high school sports that, three people go to. It's just
Yes.
that's
And those
business.
three
That's
are
the way it
family.
works. By the way, I want to mention, I don't know, we haven't mentioned it, but you realize that two of the standouts for this whole deal were Mojang and
Yes.
King. The two
Yes, I was
money
getting ready to
makers
mention that.
report directly to Asia. They
Right.
don't go
So
through any layers anymore.
we're going from 10 to 13 layers of management down to 3 to 5, except for Mojang and King that will answer to Asha directly.
Yep.
So that should
And
tell
I
you
know
where
they're
they're
gonna,
making all their money.
and
I'm
all they have
surprised
to.
she didn't say. I'm surprised she didn't say Treyarch and Infinity Ward are going to be answering to her directly because they make more money than Minecraft.
They're making a big push on Minecraft. I know that because I know some stuff going on. But
Ooh.
You know that I'm pretty sure you know that they're going to be doing a brand new movie or something like that.
but well, part of it is too. Minecraft does make a lot of money though. Still, it does. It
Yes, it
really
does.
does.
Yeah, they
It's
draw.
stupid amount
Except
of
for
money.
those community, the fucking Jesus Christ, those community. What is it? Oh God, I'm a fucking idiot. I can't remember now.
Oh,
Minecraft went realms.
No,
You
no,
talking
no, no,
about the
no, no, no,
realms?
no. It's something that was brought up in a fucking at a legal discussion that pissed me off
Oh.
too, about Call of Duty and Minecraft, and saying that was it community servers? That's what it was. Community
yeah.
servers are illegal.
Really.
Really?
That is what it's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
They basically brought up in court. It was the what is the association that's trying to stop killing games?
Oh
It's
yeah.
called Stop Killing Games.
No, yes, no. Stop Killing Games were there, and they brought a legal dispute. And is it the ESRB, or it wasn't the I don't know if it was
ESRB
ESRB.
that's the rating group.
Well, that was
that's
the
the group
ratings
that
group. There
rates
was another. No, it was another group. I get it mixed up. I don't think it was the European one, because the lady there, she was a representative for a group, and she basically said, and got them to agree that, oh yeah, no, that is illegal. Yeah, it's not sponsored by Microsoft directly. They're community servers, and they shouldn't be legal. And I'm like, what? But that's the only way you can play some of these games. And they're saying the community servers, well, they're not moderated, and they're not protected, so people could get hurt. Children could get hurt, and because children could get hurt, we have to shut them down. I'm like, what?
I mean,
What?
have you heard of a little game called Roblox?
Dude, well,
No,
Roblox is an excuse. But this is bullshit, because they're using Call of Duty and Minecraft. They're like, oh, it's putting children at risk. I'm like, what? Is
C Steph
bullshit.
said the ESA.
Is the ESA? That's what it was. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was the
C
ESA.
Steph.
They were, yes, thank you. Yeah, ESA was there. ESA was there, and they were. It was some bullshit. If you watch it, it's fucking maddening to watch it, because it's like nobody's there to really defend it and say these people are full of shit and they're lying to you. This is not true. And
C Steph
and
also reiterated that stands for the Entertainment Software Association.
yes,
yeah.
And
yeah,
he
it was in
says
California.
this was
Thank
in
you.
California.
I know. I watched the video, and there's another video. Yeah.
And in
I'm-
California,
I'm-
everything causes cancer, so that should tell you something
Well,
about the ESA.
I'm not a big fan of even
Stop Killing
the
Games.
Stop Killing Games, because if you want to do that, that's fine. But there has to be some boundaries on that too, because if the game is 10 years old and 20 people are playing it, kill the fucker. You know.
Well, if it's
Yeah.
if there's no community carrying the game, but if people
but
can,
if it's like some of the stuff that came out like and was killed within 6 months, yeah, for that, give them their money back, because you asshole didn't even try. Okay, you know.
well, if you got hundreds and hundreds of people like playing game, and you have a
Right.
community that's tight knit that is keeping it alive through that, what is the problem? That they're like,
I mean, depends. I mean, you know, because remember, it does take up a server, and it does take up.
well,
people who have-
they're hosting it.
Oh
Yeah.
well, no, I'm talking about. But my biggest issue is the games that are not hosted by the
By the
players,
manufacturers.
My biggest is the ones that are hosted still where Microsoft is keeping servers
Where they
up,
have to
because-
be in control. Yeah.
because it may be just one server, but that just means there's also one guy whose entire job is to sit
Is to
there and he
keep that
gets a
running.
phone call. Yeah.
Went down again.
Mhm.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me pull the phone. Hey, Mike, you still playing tonight? Is Joe
Yeah.
there with you? Okay. Tell
Yeah.
Sam and Joe, you guys, it'll be back tomorrow morning. I got something else to
You
do.
know,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I really miss from old PC gaming. When I say old PC gaming, I'm meaning like before 2010. All your games were peer to peer. games, they live on
Yeah.
that way, because as long as I've got the operating system on my PC to
Yeah.
run that game, guess what? I can host a game. I single-handedly keep the game alive for me and my friends.
The only downside of that is, and the reason they swooped away from it is because then you got the assholes going, your IP address is 272.2, and guess what? You're gonna go offline in 3, 2. There you go. That's why they stopped
Yep.
it, because of the doxing and stuff that was going on.
So I want to get into the next
That's
topic.
by the way,
Yeah.
that's the
Well,
actual term for doxing, not the shit that the politicians are throwing
It's
around.
C stuff. It's C stuff made a point too. It said, always feel like if games shut down or like Destiny 2 shelves content that you bought, we should get our money back too. I guarantee that they won't shut down going forward. It's possible, but I could still see them
See,
doing it. Like I could still see them shutting that shit down.
I'm
If
sorry
they'll shut the crew down, they'll, yeah. But there's a lot of people still playing Destiny.
I'm sorry, but if the DLC gets shut down after it's been released like 3, 4, 5, you're not getting your money back. I'm sorry. It's just you played
Yeah.
it. You played it or had a chance to play it. That's like, I used to work in the restaurant industry. People would eat 90% of their meal going, I didn't like it. Can I want a refund? No.
You don't get shit. Get the fuck out.
And they would argue. No, they would argue with you about it. You'd look at their plate and there's like 3 bites left. Well, apparently somebody liked it, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's got to be a middle line somewhere. There's got to be logic.
Well,
Can't
where
be
the
all
line
or
is
nothing.
drawn. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some place where the line is drawn.
Sir, I did notice that you didn't finish your plate, but waiter, I had food poisoning. That's not my problem. You're paying for that shit anyway.
Oh, don't you start bringing shit like that up. I had a restaurant experience where my wife and I went to go eat something. I was eating a bowl of soup, and in the middle of it I was like, why does the soup taste like iron? What the hell? And I looked down
Ooh.
and it's full of blood. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yours
Oh,
or someone
Oh no, the
else's?
soup was full of blood and it was from my lip. And I look, I'm like, I didn't even feel it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I taste like, iron, like blood in my mouth. I'm like, what the hell? And
It's
it's
a little
dripping. My wife's
disgusting.
like, you're bleeding down your face. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look at the spoon, and the corners of the spoon had been put onto a grinder and sharpened.
Ouch.
And somebody had taken the spoon and gone to the restaurant and tossed it in with the silverware, so it got put in, so somebody got fucked up. So somebody basically did that just to hurt somebody, and it hurt me. And we went to go tell them. I'm like, well, my fucking soup was full of blood. My mouth is cut. I had like gauze on my mouth, like I was, or like paper napkins, and I'm holding it. And they're like, oh, too bad. Well, we'll see you guys later. Thanks. You got to pay. And my wife's like, what do you mean pay? I mean, he's cut and we're bleeding. And they're like, tough shit. Pay. Can you give it a
lawyer.
discount? No, get the fuck out of here. And I should. We were young. We were just married, and so we just left. I mean, and I was like, "Whoa, what a bunch of assholes!" And later, I was like,
yeah,
"I'm an
just married,
idiot."
So you had to get
Yeah,
out of this.
yeah,
So you got back in the sack.
I
Gotcha.
would have hung on to the spoon and went, no.
That's what I should have done. I should have had
Yeah.
that and said, taken a picture and gone to a lawyer and said, "This motherfucker." But this was before camera phones or all that shit. We were just like, what the fuck?
Wow,
And the
you
people,
are
we were
old.
young. We're like,
See,
we're not ever coming back here. Fuck you.
see, nowadays I would be like, I will stab you with the sharp spoon. Okay.
Oh, it's not
Exactly.
sharp. Here.
Hold still. Let me get that neck of yours. Oh, that was a
So-
little rough.
Let's move on to the next topic.
It's-
PlayStation is a little bit in turmoil right now. I'm sure if you've been on social media, you've seen the no disc, no buy movement.
Oh yeah, I saw that trending today. I'm like, and I'm like, no brains. Okay.
Yeah. So to go even further into it, the Sony CEO, Hiroki Totoki. Sorry, I pronounced that incorrectly.
Haraki Tatake.
He sold 225,000 shares of his stock, which was roughly 56% of his stake in the company. He made $4.7 million by selling those shares, but he
Okay.
did it the day before Sony was going to make the announcement about no
Ooh.
physical.
Oh my God!
See, if that would,
he was
if that would,
thinking ahead.
if that would have been done here, oh, you're talking major insider trading issues.
Oh God, yeah, that's
And then the
and then-
CSO, Toshimito Matamo, I hope I'm saying that right. He sold 25,000 of his shares,
Toshimito
which is
Tamo.
18% of his stake,
Holy
for
shit!
$500,000.
Wow.
They
Well,
did
yeah.
this the day before they were going to go and say in 2028, no physical games.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
shady as
Dude.
fuck, man.
Yeah, that is some.
And what's funny is that they
That's
lost
some
money.
golden parachute kind of bullshit right there. Like jump.
They lost money because that stock was traded at $21.02 per share.
Yeah.
Yes, the stock did take a hit,
But
but
it went
now
back
it's
up.
back. It's back up to 21.15. So
Did they say they sold all their stock?
no.
No.
The
Ah,
CEO
see.
sold 56%, and the CSO sold 18% of his.
So they thought they were going to take a harder hit, and they still
Yeah.
might over time. But you know,
Yeah. They stood. They might still. Yeah. Maybe they had a boat they got to pay off or something.
Very possible. Boats are
but-
expensive, dude.
but
Fuck
but
yeah,
I-
especially
but I-
yachts.
but I am loving this no disc no buy shit. I mean, it's like.
Yeah, I know. I haven't bought a disc. I've bought 2 discs in the last 13 years. I mean, yeah. 2
I'm
discs.
not-
You
I'm
big
not
fucking
about-
pussy. I wouldn't go that far. Jesus Christ. I got ones that I bought recently or more recently, but yeah, good grief. Yeah, if it comes with a special edition or a steelbook or something that actually has the disc and actually something with it that
Right.
that's kind of cool,
Like my
that's
James
kind of
Bond
worth
one.
it.
Like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
James Bond one. You
Yeah,
know?
or something that I don't necessarily have to pay like $300, $400, $500 for a super
Oh,
special
shut up!
edition.
Now you're just. now you're
I
making me
did
feel
one.
bad.
I did one. I did, and it's sitting right behind me, and it was a digital. It was it was fucking Starfield. I
Yeah.
bought the Starfield special edition.
You got a code, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a code. Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
you
I was a little
special
upset.
fella.
I was a little
You
upset.
special
I was-
fella.
Shut the fuck up. I got a watch too, so fuck you.
Oh my goodness, you got a watch.
Yeah,
Actually-
as long as you don't wear it, it's fine. You know.
Exactly. No shit. I tried that. I'm like, this back in the box. Jesus. The one that I wish I got that I'm really pissed that I couldn't get was the Division, the original watch that the Division came with. That was fucking badass. I would have loved to have got that, but I skipped out. I was like, how much is that? Fuck that. Jesus.
A little
What-
off. So
what
a
can
little
I
off
say?
top.
What can I say? You better watch out. Sorry. Go on.
Oh.
Carry on. That was horrendous.
No, I was
I'm
about to
sorry.
hop so far off topic you wouldn't. So, this is a funny story, and so I've been on my wife.
What?
Yeah, I would
You
expect so. I
what?
mean, you're married to her, so nightly.
No, so okay, so 4 years ago we were at a park, and it was called Otter Creek Park here in Kentucky.
Yes.
And me, the wife, and the kids, we found a rope swing out into the creek, and so we started swinging, using the rope swinging, dropping into the creek, splashing, having a great time. And we were on our way home from the park, and I went to check to see what time it was, and I realized my Apple Watch was no longer on my wrist.
Oh, that
Apparently,
gotta
the
hurt.
impact
That
of hitting
hurts.
the water had it broke the band, and I lost it
Oh.
in the creek, and I never did find it again. It was one of the older models, but I mean, it worked for me. Basically, I just use it to make sure it lets me know when I'm getting a phone call, or lets me know when I get a text message, and I feel the haptics on my wrist a lot better than I feel an iPhone in my back pocket. And I was like, I'm like, I got to get another one. I get another one. I don't know how I can live without it. And the wife, she talked me into it. She was like, you don't really need another Apple Watch. You just kind of came across that one because my dad got a new one and you got his old one. you don't really need one. Yes, it's been convenient, but as far as much as Apple Watches cost at the time, she was like, you don't really need one. We don't need to spend the money on one. So I was like, okay, I don't need one. You're right. So, but I've always wanted to have another one. And so I've got this promotion at work, which you guys on the show know. And so I'm in direct contact with my boss all the time at work. And I'm constantly missing text messages and phone calls from him that I don't return or reply to until 8 to 10 minutes after he tries to get a hold of me, because my phone's in my back pocket. And I texted my wife and I was like, do you think there's a possibility I can get another Apple Watch? Because this is what's happening. And I shit you not, her very first reply, because Daddy's making all the money now. Her very first reply is, just ordered you a new one. It'll be delivered tomorrow. And I'm like, that's all I had to freaking do.
Mama, can I have a watch again? I'd like it, please.
But what you were talking about, Praxis, reminded me. It was like, I wasn't able to buy one until I came up with an undisputable reason whether or not I should have one. And
I need to do it for my health, honey. I need to do it for my health.
I was looking up the Series 11 reviews on YouTube after I got home. This thing is really cool. Like, you can go through your just by holding out your hand and going tap 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 tap. It's got that 2-finger tap where it actually roll back and then you flick your wrist and it takes you back one page from the page back to the home screen. That shit's really cool, dude. People at work are gonna think I'm having Tourette's. Then they're going tap 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 tap.
The main reason. My phone is not an Apple phone, but I'm thinking about going back because I want an Apple Watch because the Google Watches, or the whatever the
Samsung
the Samsung watches don't have fall detection.
Oh, they don't? Really?
Only Apple Watches do.
That's kind of stupid.
And for that reason alone, at my age and stuff, I'm thinking I really should get something with fall detection.
Should get one for my mom. Holy shit.
So I can,
fucking frequently my parents fall down. Oh my god, dude.
It's either that or pay for another service where you have the thing you wear. Phone and I can't get up.
I was thinking. So I mean, it's really cool that it has the new Apple Watch it's got it actually does a sleep study for you. Like, it'll give you how many times you were interrupted, how many times you woke up, and it always reads your blood oxygen level.
Right.
And
yes.
And I was like, okay. I was like, that's really cool. I was like, this thing must have a battery that will last for at least a couple days.
Oops.
Because if you're going to wear it while you're sleeping, you're obviously not going to have time to take it off and charge it. Yeah. And then the battery life is 24 hours. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to take it off the only time I have to take it off myself when I'm not using it is when I'm sleeping. So I'm going to have to sacrifice some time during the day to charge it because I want to know how I slept that night. Yeah. I am going to try it out at least once.
What's the charge time on that? It's not
80%. Shoot. The new one is 80% in 20 minutes.
See, that's not bad at all. I mean, See, even now, like when we're doing the show, you take it off, you put it on the charger while we're doing the show, boom, you're good to go for the next,
So C-Steph says in the chat, it's possible the CEO of Sony could be in trouble based on how he sold his stock. Japan government doesn't care if you're a part of a big organization if you break law over there. Yeah, and he also just chimed in that Apple is a cult.
Well, that's true too.
Well, it is. It is a cult. Definitely. That's for sure. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. I almost, before I moved up to Idaho, I had a guy that offered me a job at the newest facility that they built in Cupertino, this giant one that looks like a flying saucer. It's a huge building they built. And he was the chief engineer and he needed an assistant chief. I was going to end up working there. And I'm like, I'm moving to Idaho. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, people there, dude, when everybody would line up all the time for new phones, like every time it came out, hundreds and hundreds of people. I'm like, what are you doing?
Listen,
Don't you have one from last year? Oh
if
yeah,
you
I
didn't
gotta
have
get a
to
new
go
one.
through a seance to get hired or sacrifice a farm animal, it's not a cult. I'm just saying.
Well, no, well,
It's
no.
it's a tech cult, which is a whole different world,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
a tech cult, definitely.
And working for Steve was no fun because I know people work for Steve, and it really was. If you pissed him off for any reason at all, it'd be instantly, he's fired.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well,
so
he might have been a dick, but he did have a great direction for the company. I mean,
Right.
he did create things. I gotta say.
I'm
right?
a tech guy. So, masters in engineering, whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm a tech guy. So with the capabilities that I would have with an Android phone, that's more me. But the problem with me and my family is we got so invested in the Apple
Apple.
ecosystem
You fucking
early
silly
on.
bastard.
All of our cloud, like I can go and look at cloud photos that are
Oh,
always
God.
going to be there from my child's birth and everything,
Yep.
and our music is always there,
that's
and everybody
trapped.
on
That's
my account
permanently
is always
trapped there.
connected.
That
Any
was
pic-
that was my biggest issue switching from Apple because I was there for is all my stuff is still on iTunes. I can still pull it up on my PC and stuff, and there are ways you can move it over, but it's a pain in the ass. But
No.
yeah, so yeah, they did, especially in the early days, they did really good at locking you
And if-
into.
Oh, the
Once you're
DRM,
here,
dude.
Once you're here, you have to stay here.
Yeah.
Like,
The DRM is it's pretty fucking hard to get past. You're like, I'd like to play this. Do you have an Apple device? I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so,
why
like,
iPods were great when they existed, because you could transfer shit to that and you're
Yeah.
like, hey, I got it. Boop, boop,
and
boop,
my
right on.
children, bless their hearts, but they're a little tech dumb. So they don't realize that when they take pictures with their Apple devices,
it shows
it
up
goes
in the
right
cloud.
into the cloud, and me and the
I
wife can
see
see
'em all.
every picture at the
I
end.
wouldn't
My
wanna
wife
see
is
that.
even
Jesus.
my wife has even went into our daughters, and she's like, "Stop taking pictures of yourself like this. Who are you sending this to?" And my daughters are like, "Oh."
She has
It's
magic.
like,
How'd
yeah,
she do that? That's magic. That's not magic.
because it
That's
went right to
terrible.
the fucking cloud.
Yeah, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to be a part
Which
of that.
is,
Thank you.
I mean, it's really cool too because I don't know. It's the convenience is really hard to get away from because my wife, like I said, she'll be coming back for good this weekend. She's been at camp running the ecology lodge at summer
That's how they
camp
got
for the
digital
last-
on us. Convenience. See,
Right,
Look
for the
at
last
you
6
fucking
weeks.
bastard.
So any pictures she takes at camp of the girls, of everything, I could just go through them and go, "Oh, look what they're doing. Oh, that's cute." And it's like,
Yeah, that doesn't seem big brothery at all to me.
So
you're the only one doing that? Are you sure? Are you sure?
So I'm gonna take a vote from the panel. Do you think the PS6 will have a disc drive?
No.
Nope.
As far as released, probably not.
Yes.
Yeah,
as
far
an
being actual-
accessory, yes.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Possibly.
Quite possibly, because the library is still big enough. The question is though, will they fuck themselves bad enough to say, yeah, none of the discs are backward compatible, so that's why we won't have any. That's the big question. You have a PS5 and a PS5 Pro, so you can play it there. If they'll do that, that's a big question.
Well,
See, that's going to be the same question that Xbox is going to have to answer.
Exactly.
Is their next box going to have a disc drive, or is it going to be an add-on? Because a lot of people still do have a lot of discs, that are backwards compatible. They've always pushed in the backwards.
well, they're working on that
compatibility.
program right now, disc to
Well, yeah.
digital. It's in beta.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been in beta for what 10 years now. So it's just remember they used to talk about it, then they stopped talking about it because but now they maybe push forward with it. So we'll see what
Okay.
happens.
Steph, I understand. I like Samsung. I have a Samsung TV. I like Samsung. It's good tech. All right, but listen, Samsung's one of the reasons why we're in the RAM crisis we're in now, so they can suck a dick. Okay. Until
They're part of
RAM
the-
comes, yeah, they're part of the problem. Until the
They're part
RAM
of the
comes
problem.
down, they can burn.
They can burn. But
They get
in
burned.
in retrospect, they're part of the problem, but so is Microsoft, so is Amazon, so are all of these huge corporations. They've all invested money in this whole nonsense. They're all part of that whole thing, sadly.
Yep.
So
And
yeah.
Apple's looking to open up chip manufacturing here, but nobody said their chips are going to be cheaper either because
Oh
Apple,
no, are you fucking
because
kidding
Apple,
Cheaper?
they're going to slap their name on that shit. It's going to go up again. You know?
It might as well be made of pure fucking gold.
So,
This is
Paul-
our Apple. This is our Apple coin. We replaced the penny with our Apple
Yeah.
Gold coin. How about that?
Yep.
Like, fuck.
So, Paul, what was your answer to the no disk drive on the PS6?
If they do anything, they'll do an add-on like they have for the PS5 Pro or whatever it is. You know, where they do the.
Yeah.
If you want a disk drive, you can pay an extra $150 or whatever the fuck it was. You know?
And what's
Oh, God,
messed up
yeah.
is you can get a Blu-ray drive for your PC that
For like
plugs in through
20 bucks,
USB
for like
$20.
bucks.
Yeah, well, for a Blu-ray drive, but if you want a 4K Blu-ray like burner, which is what I'm gonna have to get for my computer, it's like $120.
That's
Ah,
still not bad.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, $120 ain't too bad. It's not 150.
Now,
But-
is that external or does that get plugged?
It's
does
no,
that
it's
take a
external.
bag?
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't even know. I think there are still some internal ones you can get, but they're about the same
I
price.
don't
I
even
think.
think
Well-
they sell cases now that have bays
That
to
have
put
bays, that have
internal
bays.
drives.
They do. They do.
You just have to find them. You just have
Well,
to find
yeah,
them.
yeah. Everything has a front drive, like a front fan
Yeah.
connection. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get one just because I want to be able to have another 4K Blu-ray player. But I thought about
well,
it, and I'm like, I don't even know if it'll play
actually,
on my PC.
all this talk about cloud photography, and he's like, I need to offload all my porn. Shit. Okay. He's doing.
Oh, what do you think? That old computer right back there? What do you think it's sitting right there offline? Okay, buddy. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
offline. I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive that's full of
I got 16 terabytes.
big
What are
booty
you talking
Asians.
about, son?
Yeah.
You got the best. No. We don't talk about that. You know, the raids happen for that kind of shit. We don't play games here. Let me
games
give
here.
away some things. No.
You're too close to Salt Lake City to play that game, dude. Don't play that game.
I live too close to Boise. What are you talking about?
So,
The Mormon population here in Idaho is almost equivalent to fucking Utah, bro.
Wow, that's pretty bad. Ouch.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
I think so. Xbox is ahead of the curve as far as this whole
Two temples.
as far as this physical disc thing goes, because they pretty much, I mean, with Xbox Live, they ushered in the digital age on their own. I mean, yes, it was happening at the same time on PCs. I mean, already as early as 2013, you couldn't get PCs that had a disc drive in them. It didn't happen anymore. As soon as the web had matured to the point where content was available and readily available at good speeds, where it would take 5 hours instead of an entire day. Now it's 5 minutes instead of 5 hours. But I don't know. I think that Project Helix going forward, because it's going to be the hybrid. I mean, you already can't get a PC without a drive, so it kind of fits their mantra even better because, so we know that PlayStation, their physical sales are 80%, or their physical sales are only 20%. Their digital sales are up to 80%. I would argue that Xbox was already at that 80% digital sales in 2019.
It's
So
possible,
they're
yeah.
they're so
And
far
rem-
ahead
and
of the
remember-
curve as ever.
And
far as
remember,
that
the only
goes.
numbers, and most of the only numbers we see that are based on the UK and Europe, not the US.
Yeah.
You know, most of those numbers we see are not based on this market specifically. Also, something that nobody ever brings up because we really don't know is what are the numbers coming out of Asia? Are they mostly digital or physical? I would say, given that they they live in smaller spaces and have less space for all that crap,
That they
I
would
bet
probably
you
be digital.
they skew way more digital than they do physical.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
say it's likely. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these families don't have room for 2 big bookshelves of where they can show off
Yeah.
all the physical discs that they have.
With a buddy of mine that lives in Korea is an English teacher there, and knowing how he lives exactly. Oh yeah, he has barely any room for anything. He showed me pictures of the place. I'm like, is that your closet? And he's like, no, this is my front room. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are we? He's like, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I would agree. I would say generally speaking, there are still people that would collect. They're going to be hardcore gamers that are going to try to get physical releases, that collect manga, that collect everything. They're going to want to,
Yeah.
collect things that they make room for those kind of things. So
And I think it's funny that they're now rushing out, going, "Go out, buy physical now. Show them that you want to buy physical." I'm like, yeah, they're gonna see that one coming. Okay, even if you manage to do that to any extent that's gonna move the needle, no, that's like I pointed out. That's like if you have your favorite restaurant near you and you go there every once in a while, but you find out after 20 years this restaurant is closing. What does everybody in the area do for the week that they're closing? They fucking, we got to go to that restaurant before they close
Yeah.
one last time. So they get
It's-
to spike in sales, but it's not enough to keep them open.
It's the same. It's the same with like. So there was a not far where I used to live at, in the city of Louisville. There was a Burger King up on one of the major highways. The Burger King had been there forever. I mean, it actually sat right in front of the pediatrician's office that my mother used to take me to when I was a child. So that's
Mhm.
how long
back when it was Burger Prince. Yeah, he was.
Oh shit.
So I remember that Burger King because I would ask my mother to take me to that Burger King when we left, and there was little she could do because we were literally driving right past it to get to that because it was right there, but then next to the pediatrician's office. So that Burger King had been there forever, and then you would drive past there, and there was never be anybody there, and then that Burger King burned down.
Oh.
And then when they rebuilt that Burger King, it was like it was like somebody had just put a new restaurant in the area that nobody had ever seen before. The drive-through was packed up, and we would always make fun of it. We was like, "Hey, you don't know how much you love a Whopper until you can't have one." Oh, but yeah. So I want to touch on what you put in the chat, Praxis, because I'm part of the Insider program for Windows, and
I thought you were talking about you were the inside of a program for COVID. So all right, just making sure.
No. Well, you said Steam OS very hopeful would give Microsoft a run for their money. It has.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, being part of the Insider program, I was using Xbox Mode back in March, and as soon as Xbox Mode was rolled out to the common user, my beta version no longer says Xbox Mode. They've already moved past it. Apparently, it was such a and I see the improvements with Xbox Mode, but now whenever I load Xbox, it no longer says Xbox Mode. When I hit my Xbox button on my controller that's linked to my PC, and I've got the option to enter Xbox Mode, that's no longer even an option. Microsoft has already moved past it. Apparently, it went over so well that they're going with it. It's a done deal. We're doing Xbox Mode. We're not even going to name it on the screen anymore. Xbox Mode is Xbox on PC.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yep.
I saw as much of a 5 gigabyte system resource reduction when I used Xbox Mode.
Over time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it happened over time.
Yeah.
It started out as like 1 to 2 gigs, but the longer I played the game, it's like the more system resources it just dropped off and freed up. And I saw about 7 to 10 frames a second difference in Crimson Desert between Xbox Mode and not Xbox Mode. So, take that with a grain of salt.
The only reason I don't use it is because it kills my other monitors, and I need my other monitors to still.
Yes, that's the bad thing about Xbox Mode. If I've got 3 monitors running, which I do, and Xbox Mode comes up on my primary, it shuts my other 2 monitors. Yeah, it's like, God damn it. And maybe
so
if
it goes into console mode, is what you're saying. It goes to console mode,
Yeah.
not PC mode, essentially. That's
Maybe
kinda-
if I didn't play an exclusive full screen and I played in
Right.
windowed mode, it would keep my other two monitors up.
No,
Mm,
it won't.
no,
Nope. I
no,
tried.
it'll still
Well,
do it.
shucky darn.
Well,
And the
yeah.
only reason it bugs me is because I always have something else going on. Even when I'm playing a game, I've got something going on the other screen.
and it shuts it down. You're like, what the hell?
Either be it because my discords or whatever, or a lot of times it'll be a TV show or a movie or something. I just have it in the background.
Yeah.
I just like that
He
background. noise.
multitasks. He likes
Yeah,
that
I
multitask.
do that a lot, actually, a whole lot.
Yeah, I do it too. I've got
Yeah.
3 up right now. I've got like I'm reading
Yeah.
something to the right. I'm doing this, and then I
Right.
have
You'll
our
notice
stream
I'm
over
not
here in
look.
the chat.
You'll notice
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the camera because actually you guys are over here. If I moved
Yeah.
you over, and because part of that's me too, because I always feel like if I'm talking to somebody, I need to be looking at them. I was trained to be human, but if I move
Yes.
you over here, I will do that because now you're over
Yes.
here. So
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Paul? How you doing? Yeah.
Good to
Look
see you,
over
fucker.
here. We're on this
Yeah.
screen, fucker. Look over here.
And if I put you up in my prompter, because I have the Elgato prompter, which I love, I would be
Yeah.
looking directly at the camera when I spoke to you.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
Well, my biggest thing is it's not that. As far as Steam OS, it's challenging. It's challenging people that are already pissed off. I mean, not challenge. It's giving people that are already pissed off at Microsoft an option to go to something else that want to go away from Microsoft. There's a huge community, especially PC
Yeah.
gamers that want to get away from them anyway because they're pissed at Microsoft putting everything. It's not Xbox, but in Windows. What they've done in Windows that has pissed a huge portion of PC gamers off. And if SteamOS comes out as a viable option, and this is a big thing they got to do. They've got to get NVIDIA working in SteamOS.
Not only
So
that,
once-
but they need to get the anti-cheats working too, because
well,
some
yeah,
of
no, they're
them-
working on all those things right now. Don't think they're not. They're working on all that shit right now, trying to get all that done. Once they get those things nailed down and actually can be a competitor to them, I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's absolutely necessary that they be in the market and challenge Microsoft on their own ground. And I think it will drive competition in the way it should be driven, right? That isn't there.
like the
It hasn't been
console
there
space.
forever.
If I ever did that, it would still be a dual boot machine because I would still need my Windows for certain things.
I agree. I would have to have a hard drive that would have that on it, and then I'd have to have a hard drive
Right.
that would basically be SteamOS. I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I think that's tonight's show. Been live for an hour and 46 minutes, talking about a lot of non-gaming stuff. But you know what? What would this show be if we didn't let you all into our lives just a little bit? Man. So,
Plus,
Paul.
when most of the gaming news is crap, let's talk about happy stuff every once in a while.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why we
talk about
didn't
that.
talk about the
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns or the Minnesota Vikings tonight.
Or the Dallas Cowboys, or the Arizona Cardinals. Well, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
Oh man! All right, so Paul, tell everybody where they can find you at, brother.
the insane asylum.
Encore.
See,
Steph is saying encore in this chat. Encore. Wait, more. No, I don't know about that, man. We could try.
Oh, we
Well,
can.
C-Steph
Yes,
didn't
you.
come in until halfway through the show. Rewind, C-Steph. Rewind.
But C-Steph is okay. That's okay with me because they're here. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
You're showing up.
Anyway, Cerebral Paul 1 on Twitter, Cerebral Paul on Twitch and YouTube when I decide to stream, and I really need to start doing that more. Hopefully, I'll do it tomorrow a little bit because, hey, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync launches in 90 minutes. And
Oh,
so
Jesus.
that means I'll be playing it tomorrow.
True
and I'm
that,
looking forward
player.
to it. All the reviews look good. The accessibility additions look good. The changes they've made to just general gameplay look really good. So I am looking forward to it. Going to return to the shoes of Edward, what's his name? Kenway?
Kenway.
Kenway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. And apparently you no longer have to do the modern day shit outside of the outside of the
game.
machine. Yeah.
So
Outside
you
of
can
the-
live as a
outside of
pirate the
missions.
entire time.
Yep.
That's great there, laddie.
All the tapes and stuff you need are there if you want to get into the lore of it and understand what's going on and why you're doing what you're doing. But
Hmm.
they don't. The game no longer pushes you out, so it's more of a
that's good.
fluid experience, which is really cool.
Nice.
So I'm
That's
looking forward to
needed.
that. Yep, I needed a lot.
Mhm.
And it's a much smaller experience than the last few Assassin's Creed we've gotten. No longer are you going to do a map the size of Asia.
It's
You know,
focused. It's more of a
yeah,
focused map, which is
yep.
cool. That's a good thing. Yeah. The
And
size of
given when it
Asia.
came out, makes sense.
Okay.
And given when it came out, makes
Game
sense. So
Game Set Live disclaimer: nobody on this show is against anything to do with Asia.
well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the map size of like Assassin's Creed.
I had to fucking disclaim because I was like,
Well-
Asia.
Well,
Asia.
you know, remember Valhalla and a couple of those that had
Oh, God.
gigantic
Oh,
fucking
god
maps.
damn it. Yes. Yes. They were fucking huge. Like, hey, can I put the whole world in this map? I
Yep.
mean, Microsoft did it with Fight Sim. Let's do it with
I'll try
Assassin's
it.
fucking
Don't give them
Creed.
any ideas. Don't give them any ideas. Let's use Google Earth to
Hey,
build
next
the game
the
around
next
it.
flight sim will see us going to the moon and Mars.
Assassin's Creed Globetrotter.
The scary
You're
thing,
like, no,
the scary thing is, Steve-O, it would be just like just like the current flight simulator. It'll be real time. So that's your game.
So I'll
will
start
sit
the
there.
travel to the moon and I'll come back tomorrow.
Well, and it'll be
Yeah.
real cost too. You should see how that
Yeah.
Saturn V rocket costs. That motherfucker
God.
bucks. It's only $60,000 for that rocket, and once we go, it's going to take several days to get there.
Then of course you can also please look me up on lordsofgaming.net. We in
Yes.
fact are, even though I didn't do it, our Assassin's Creed review went up today. We also have a little article explaining, without all the hoopla and the drama, explaining what happened at Microsoft or Xbox, because we stay away from the clickbait. Yes, we do. I'm so proud of that. And of course, also look for oddcastnetwork.in on the socials, or Oddcast Network, just Oddcast Network. That's where me and Jokey get together and we talk about movies we've seen, like Jaws, and really bad movies. For the one for his birthday this Saturday, I think going up is Happy Death Day, which if you've never seen it, is a fun little horror movie with a little bit of comedy thrown in. And you don't get to see a naked chick, but you know she's naked. And according to the background information, she did walk across the college campus with no clothes on.
Oh,
Don't you wish you were in college? Don't you wish you were in college that day?
I wish I was in college again. Period.
I
I didn't get hangovers in college, and I could just go for hours.
You don't wish you were in college, motherfucker. You do fucking not.
Well, no, I wish I was in. I wish I was in college back when I was in college from '97 to 2002. I wish I was back in college then. I don't want to be in college now. No,
No. No, you don't.
no, no. I would look at somebody wrong and get yeah.
And of course, on Fridays you can find me way too. Actually, no, because for the next 2 weeks, Wise is globetrotting. Speaking of being out of the country, so we will not have a show for the next 2 weeks.
Oh,
so-
shit.
So you can just find me here on Wednesdays.
Yes.
That's right.
With Steve-O and the gang. You know,
Paul is a Game Set Live exclusive for 2 weeks.
for 2 weeks. Unless I get invited to a better show. I mean,
This is truth, though.
yeah, this is absolutely.
That
I
hurts.
mean-
That hurts. That's a dagger straight to the
Oh,
heart.
I mean, no, I have some options. Anyway,
Wow. Ooh. He said it,
Oh.
not me.
All right, Darth Praxis, sir, where can people find you at?
well, maybe here every Wednesday, and I will be here. I will just try to be here earlier. I'm always late. I'm fashionably, even though it's annoying, and I apologize for that. But you can also find me on Praxis Darth at X and Darth Praxis on Xbox and Steam and any other place that you can play a game. I could probably find my name somewhere. Just don't look me up on Google because you could find some weird things that aren't me. No.
Wow.
Actually, I don't think so anymore. Something popped up one time. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh no.
I didn't put
Thimber-
this on here.
Hey, Thimber is alive and breathing in the chat. He just came back and said, "Now you are a GSL resident." So, sorry.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. No, he's locked me in, and I'm also I know. Thank you, Timber. I appreciate it. What a guy, motherfucker.
All right.
Trapping. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, the man down south, the Brazilian monster, Mr. Fabio Amorim, a.k.a. the Buffon Lizard. Sir, where can people
Oh.
find you? And when is what is I see? I've already forgot the name of the network we're part of because we ain't done nothing in so long.
XP Network? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's a
Ah,
that's a good question. I have no idea, but where you can find me, it's on the screen. No, it isn't right. So you changed that. Fuck. Fuck. No, no, like we had some really good days at the beginning of this where like he actually put Steve will put like the all the ads from Twitter, all the social medias where you can find, and then it got to the point where the entire panel said, and you can find me, it's on the screen. Just read it out. And that's it. But yeah, you can find me not just here on the Game Set Live podcast. You can find me on the XPN Network YouTube channel whenever the fuck we decide to do something again. You can find me sometimes on the Whistle with Wise podcast, as well as on Twitter as FPO Marine 97 and on Xbox as Buffalo Lizard 8.
All right, you know it just flows. That's where you just hit a play button and it just comes out the same way every week.
I mean, you have no idea how many times I rehearsed that. No, just kidding.
I mean, it's like I've got a picture here underneath my monitor that says check OBS outputs before going live. He has that written out on a piece of paper right there in front of him. It's like, yeah, verbatim every week. And yo, this is Steady Steve-O, aka K-Bob Bob. I'm the wrangler of this band of misfits every Wednesday. Yeah, do me a favor, hit the like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. Helps the channel out. Catch the audio version of this show tomorrow when it goes up wherever you get your audio podcasts. And yeah, gamers, get outside. Touch that green stuff on the ground. It's called grass. It's actually soft and fun to lay in. Away from fire ants. Away from fire ants. Don't. If you see creepy crawlies, don't lay down. The black
Well,
screen.
that takes all the fun out
Good
of it.
piece of advice. Good piece of advice. I shall remember that.
Anyway, yeah. Touch that green stuff. Hug somebody. Tell them you love them. And play some
When
games.
when I lived in Houston, you did not lay on the grass. No, fire
Scorpions.
ants everywhere, man. Fire ants, man.
Scorpions
Yeah,
are farther west, aren't they?
Yeah, fire ants. And if you didn't see that fire ant mound and you laid on the grass, yeah, that got your attention really quick.
All right. So, till next week, everybody. We'll have some Black Flag footage and stuff to talk about. Halo campaign evolved coming up fast, a couple weeks now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to play some 4-player co-op, guys. We're gonna do it. We have to do it.
Thank you
I
for
don't-
joining us for Game
Yes.
Set Live.
Yes,
don't care.
We're
Already
outie
got
and
my-
bouty
Already got my premium edition pre-order there.
for $20. Woo!
Oh, I bought the base game. I'm so excited that I bought the actual
Wow.
game.
hell
Okay,
yeah.
let's go. Just go.
Yeah, because you never know. Halo may get
Just
pulled
go.
from Game Pass. So,
I
All right.
doubt it ever.
night, everybody. Peace out.
Have a good one.